What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel. Am I tripping or not? Tarot. My name is Cockfrost, but you could call me the Ghetto Nun. So I'm here to do Grab Bag Monday, right? I wasn't sure what Grab Bag Monday I was going to do, but I always read my comments from the Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine videos, and you know what I'm saying? So this time I read the comments, and it's this one comment, y'all, that gets under my skin every single time. That's what I base this Grab Bag Monday on. It's the whole fact of saying, well, how is he divine masculine if all this toxic shit is going on? You know what I mean? It's all that shit. That's the one thing that bothers me, y'all. And I'm going to tell y'all why, and I'm explaining it to you. But that's what this Grab Bag Monday is about. Holding on to resentment, basically. Because it is your divine masculine. It is him. Well, if you check with God, I'll say that. But I tell y'all that shit all the time, and that's a whole different story. But let's say you did check with God and everything, and then you decide it's not your divine masculine. You don't get to decide it's not your divine masculine because it's not going your way or because the lessons you're learning are not the best lessons. You know what I'm saying? That's almost like it's like trying to say I can almost say, okay, well, none of us are divine then. None of us are divine because we was fucking these motherfuckers, letting them come to the crib when we knew they had other bitches. Granted, we all got out of that shit, but I mean, damn, we weren't acting divine either. So I just feel like we can't. That's why I always call divine masculine, because if God deemed him divine masculine, then I'm still going to call him that until God says that's not divine masculine. You know what I mean? I don't know what lessons and stuff he's learning and how long it takes his slow ass to learn them and shit. But that ain't for me to decide and shit. Number two, how you know it's your divine masculine? You wouldn't have no resentment and shit because you should be bossed the fuck up. Like if you are in that stage where y'all have separated, because everybody goes through that, and more than likely it's been a minute and shit, you should have already pulled yourself up by the bootstraps if you've been on this journey for a while, right? You should have pulled yourself up, I would say at least from like a year and a half at the most that you didn't like sit around and not did shit. That's the most I'm giving you, right? And that's already too long, really. But after a year and a half, if you have not seen the signs, the light, your gifts have enhanced, some shit like that, there's an issue with you. I really don't feel like it's just your divine masculine at that point. But I'll get into it, okay? Because I wrote all my points down because I'm like, I got to write this shit down. It was a lot. I do cuss in my readings and give no fucks about it. So if you do, please get the fuck on. I do start all of my cards upright in my deck. I don't believe in starting out with reversals because that's some bullshit. I did pre-shuffle, as in pre-shuffled the cards, but I did not lay anything out, okay? Please keep in mind this may or may not resonate with every single person watching. Definitely get no fit nucks on, definitely don't get no fit nucks on this message. I don't give a fuck, okay? Info for private readings will be below the video. Thank you to everybody for all the bookings, donations, likes, subscribes, comments, and shares. Love ya! Okay. So back to my point and shit. It's like when people are like, he's so toxic, right? That's strictly for you, really, divine feminine. I'm going to keep it 100, right? He's so toxic. He's so this. He's so that. How could he be divine, right? It's almost saying the same shit. It's like saying you go to a fucked up ass job every day and kiki hard with some whack ass bitches that don't like you and shit. So basically you sitting up in they face lying every day for some money. How are you divine? I mean, it's kind of like that shit. You know what I'm saying? So you can't really say what is or what's not. Some people doing shit that they just literally gotta fucking do. You know what I mean? I'm not giving him an excuse. Yeah, the motherfucker is toxic. He is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But that's like saying Judas wasn't a disciple because he betrayed Jesus. No. Actually, the facts are Judas was a disciple. He was just a toxic ass motherfucking disciple. It don't change the fact that he still knew Jesus and shit. He knew some of the most intimate secrets about the motherfucker, but he was a toxic ass disciple. That don't stop you from wanting to be a disciple yourself or not wanting to meet other disciples, does it? No, it doesn't. You just got one bad disciple in your bunch. He was still, I mean, shit. So are you saying Jesus was wrong for choosing Judas? You know what I'm saying? To be up in his crew and shit? It's almost saying like that shit, or was that shit all divinely orchestrated? You know what I'm saying? If Judas had never done that, would Jesus still have ascended? We'll never fucking know. But every motherfucker played a part. Divine masculine, a toxic one, or a non-toxic one. To me, this is my opinion. I wrote all this shit down. Let me see what else I put in here. Yeah, I put in here. I'll get to the reading, but I just have to put my points out. Yeah, so like I said, divine masculine, yes, there are some toxic ones out there. But that does not stop him from being divine masculine. Like I say, what the fuck that got to do with the price of tea in China? What the fuck that got to do with Judas being called an apostle? You know what I'm saying? He betrayed our Messiah and shit. So, I mean, it still doesn't change the fact that he was an apostle is what I'm telling you. Still don't change the fact that Peter denied Christ 3 times and you still calling him Saint Peter. Well, not you, but people, the world. You know what I'm saying? He's still deemed an apostle. So who are we to say? And Peter did some old janky ass shit throughout the Bible. I mean, that's in my opinion he did. He was on some flip-flopping shit sometimes. But people still recognizing him as a saint. My whole point to say that shit is like, you can't decide when divine masculine is divine to you. You know what I'm saying? When it doesn't work out for you. You can't be like, he's toxic. He probably is and shit. It's still your divine masculine though. You can't just be like, oh, wait, then he was a false twin and a karmic. Nope. He was divine masculine. He was just fucked up. Judas was an apostle. He was just fucked up. Period. It's just actual factual shit, G. It's still actual factual. So Christ knew that Judas was going to betray him. Remember? He let Judas dip the bread in his cup. And he already knew. He said the person that's going to betray me is just dip they motherfucking bread in my damn vinegar cup and shit. He already knew. So that was a conscious decision. Just like we all made a conscious decision to fuck with divine masculine. It's just the only difference is that some of us are still stuck on the betrayal that Judas did. And some of us want to learn more about the ascension. That's the only difference between us. So the ones that want to learn about the ascension and shit have already forgiven and are cool with what divine masculine did, because had he never done that, we would never have ascended. Had Judas never betrayed Jesus, he would never ascended. If Jesus was just stuck on what Judas did, I mean, shit, obviously Jesus would not have ascended. He wouldn't have seen past the bullshit. Is what I'm saying. So my whole thing on this reading is, are you stuck on the betrayal or are you down with the ascension? Because it seems like it's 2 groups here. You know what I mean? And I can guarantee the group that's stuck on the Judas, on the betrayal and shit, I can guarantee that people probably are stalking you, but not in a good way. It's not looking up to you or any of that. It's a bad energy going back and forth because of the betrayal, the whole third party, the karmic shit. But if you were focused on the ascension now, like over the betrayal shit, yeah, it happened. But look at me now. I'm getting paper. If you on that shit, best believe the stalkers ain't looking at you. I mean, yeah, you got some haters and shit. Yay. But best believe it's probably more people inspired by you than people that are hating on you. So that's how you can gauge where you are as a divine feminine. Are you stuck on what Judas did or are you stuck on what Jesus did? That's number 1, right? Number 2, it's gauge your fruit. What have you accomplished since divine masculine has left? You can gauge it like that too. What's happened since then? That's also how you'll know if you focused on the betrayal or on the ascension. So that's what this reading is based around. I had to write them points down because I was going to forget. But that's the one comment that bothers me. And I'll still push the like button and all that shit only because I know that people like how you're looking at it. But once you pass that stage, it looks kind of like you're holding yourself back, divine feminine and divine masculine, for those that it applies to, but mostly divine feminine. Real shit. So anyway, now that I said all that shit, let's get into the reading. My thumbnail broke a couple days ago. I glued that shit on a couple times. That's why I don't like long nails, because they break fast and shit. Or maybe I'm rough. I don't know. So if this thumbnail pop off in the middle of this, Peter pop off in the middle of this reading, we're going to keep it moving. Because I'm supposed to go to the range on Thursday anyway, and I can't operate with these fucking nails. Anyway, let's see. So we're going to do a section for the people still focused on divine masculine's betrayal and the people that have not, just to show you the difference. And divine feminine. So we're going to say we're going to focus on the people who are focused on, we're going to have a section for the people who are focused on the divine counterparts betrayal, and for the people who are focused on their own ascension after the divine counterparts betrayal, just to show you how this shit goes. Just to show you how it goes. So some who just still stuck on Judas, and then some stuck on Jesus. One or the other. I ain't here, like Kanye say, I ain't here to argue about his facial features or none of that shit about if you believe in Jesus or not. I'm talking about the fucking story. So if you want to call him Horus, Jesus, whatever you believe in and shit, regardless, the story is the same. You know what I'm saying? It's still a handbook to live by to me. You know what I'm saying? I think the man was dope as fuck to me. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm focused on the whole Jesus aspect of it, okay? For those that just want to know. Give me a card for those that are still focused on the betrayal. Divine counterparts that are still focused on the betrayal. Tambourine. So this is my spirituality card right here. So it is some 5D shit going on. That's what I'm saying. You have no fucking control is my whole point. These are for the people that are still stuck on the betrayal, what Judas did. Because Judas betrayed you and shit. You know what I mean? Went to go lay up with some other bitch, some other dude, whatever the fuck. It had to happen. The spirituality card. Tambourine. All right, for the people who got over Judas's betrayal and strictly went straight to ascension. Give me one for them. The tiger. Yeah. It's the king of the jungle and shit. They became stronger and shit. They realized you can't change the stripes on a motherfucking tiger, zebra, or nothing with stripes. Damn, my dog just threw the fuck up. And then he's eating it. Ugh. Nasty. I gotta come right back, y'all. Hold on. My bad, y'all. I had to go clean that. I can't sit around with fucking dog vomit and shit and just let shit sit. Like dog shit. I gotta pick it up immediately. It'll drive me fucking crazy. And I had to bleach the shit. So, moving on. To the people who are focused on the ascension, the tiger came out. Like I said, these people already know you can't change the stripes on a tiger, on a zebra, whatever the fuck. It's what it is and shit. That's just facts. Facts that tigers have stripes. You know what I mean? Oh, well, I'm going to get through it anyway. So if we put these two together, this is how you come out with this, after this situation, divine counterparts who've been betrayed by Judas. Your spirituality gets stronger, basically, with the tambourine and the tiger put together. So you people that are still stuck on the Judas shit probably still need some more spiritual work. Shit, ain't nothing wrong with it. There's just facts and shit. Like, really, that's when I read the comments. Like, honestly, I'm not going to go back and forth with people, but the people that are constantly going off, calling divine masculine names and all that shit, granted, we talk shit. Yes, but there's a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like, I maybe just because I can feel the energy, but there's a bitterness and a resentment that I read sometimes. And then others, when I can tell people are just like, girl, fuck that motherfucker. I done went to school, bossed up, got me a new boo. Like, it's a difference, y'all. And y'all know what I'm talking about. The tiger here, like I said, for the people who are just focused on the ascension, king of the jungle. For the fucking emperor and the fucking empress, basically, is what this is. I mean, this isn't my emperor and empress card, but this is king of the fucking jungle. You know what I'm saying? Apex predator, damn near. You understand the rules of life. You can't change that shit, but it made you stronger, though. That's all that fucking matters. That's all you focused on, is that the shit made you better. It's a beautiful fucking animal. And walking with confidence. So that's another thing for the people that focus on the ascension. You're walking with confidence now. For sure. And for the people who are the counterparts who are still just kind of have resentment about what Judas did, that's why I said you can't change the shit. That motherfucker really is your divine counterpart with the tambourine. This is spiritual, divine masculine, divine feminine. The motherfucker that betrayed you for 30 pieces of shekel, dipped they motherfucking bread in your cup, all that shit, you called an apostle, all that shit. It's true. Yeah, that motherfucker did that shit. But Jesus ascended and became stronger, and so did the divine feminine, divine masculines who are thankful for their Judas, aka divine masculine, divine feminine, if he or she was toxic or not. Period. So it's almost like, okay, are you scared to ascend? Because that's what it's starting to look like. It's almost like people who still have resentment against their divine, people that have been on this journey for a while, right? And you know that if it's been time for you to get over this shit, right? People that have been on this journey for a while, it's almost like you scared to ascend, if that's the case. You know what I mean? Because there is a chance, yes, we really may not be together. And how is that my divine masculine? It is. Same way Jesus had 12 apostles and shit, motherfuckers ended up with 11. Shit, that's just the way the shit go. Period. You know what I'm saying? Judas was still there at the Last Supper. It does not change him being a disciple. His title is still that. He was just a fucked up ass disciple. You know what I'm saying? So then it's almost like now you're going to want to decide, well, Jesus was wrong for picking Judas. No, he wasn't, because that was all part of the fucking plan to ascend with the tiger and shit. So shit, you were supposed to meet that motherfucker or her, him or her, divine masculine or divine feminine. He or she was supposed to fuck up your life, do all kind of shit, betray you, all that shit to make you the motherfucking tiger. Okay? So that's how you can gauge what side you on. So maybe some of y'all are just not ready to face that fact. Like, okay, it's really all about me. It's not about this divine masculine, divine feminine. It never fucking was. That's the big key about this shit. It's always been about your spirituality and you coming out stronger. You know what I'm saying? With the damn tiger. Always. That's all it's been about. Let's put one on the people still focused on the damn betrayal. On the tambourine. Oh, that one flew. Yeah, King of Cups reverse flew out, but it flew on the floor. I'm going to put it back. But yeah, the love offer you didn't receive, the love you didn't get, or any of that shit. That's for the people still stuck on Judas. But if Judas is my disciple, aka if divine masculine, divine feminine is my counterpart, how come they're not showing love? Why is the offer not coming? That's what that is. Because you still haven't noticed the whole spirituality part of it. You're still on the 3D part. Crazy shit is the tambourine is the spirituality part, and the tiger is really on the 3D, but it's reversed. It's almost like the tiger gets to walk now on the 3D with 5D knowledge and shit. It's almost like you're walking, the people who are still stuck on Judas are like walking in the 5D with 3D knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Like it's reversed, basically. So it's almost you die and come back. Basically, you resurrect, basically. So some of y'all don't want to resurrect from this shit. It's basically what's going on here with the tambourine. People still focused on what Judas did. One on the tambourine. Yeah. Wait! Look, Page of Wands. Yeah. This motherfucker never did take a step though, none. I thought it was supposed to be my divine counterpart. And the steps they did take were very small and insufficient. Yeah, they were. They were. That's it. Factual. Yes. That's it. They're period. Like the meme says, no is a complete sentence, period. Yes, that is true. That motherfucker didn't do shit. A motherfucker was immature, took baby steps, didn't really, you know what I'm saying? It didn't really go anywhere with the whole spiritual union part. It didn't. But if you notice, this motherfucker by itself, because that's your first sign. Maybe I'm supposed to take a step towards my own spirituality. Fuck Judas, right? That's like Jesus saying, damn, Judas fucked up my whole day and shit. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't planning on going out like this. You know what I mean? Like, what am I? Like, Jesus just stopping in the middle of the shit. Like, this was not how this was supposed to go down. No, at that point, you in it already. You know what I'm saying? You already in it. And again, Jesus knew Judas would betray him. I beg to differ. Any divine feminine that didn't have no red flags, or divine masculine that didn't have any red flags, that something was wrong with this motherfucker with divine masculine or divine feminine. I challenge you on that shit. So you knew, when you still let that motherfucker dip their bread in your cup. Jesus, you did. I'm calling you Jesus, using this as a metaphor, analogy. I'm telling you, that dude is one of my favorite people. Like, Nipsey's one of my favorite people. Like, literally, Jesus is one of my favorite people. Not in a religious aspect, but just because of the way that the man walked through. You know what I'm saying? Walked through life for the little bit of shit that they told us. That's really why. Like I tell you, I don't believe in praying to Jesus because I believe he ascended. You know what I mean? That's like me praying to Nipsey or praying to my grandfather or some shit. Like, nah, man, there's only one God. But I do admire the way people lived and walked through this shit. You know what I'm saying? Period. That's why I like Jesus so much. Same shit. It's a whole bunch of motherfuckers I like that. Really. You know? One on the tiger. These are the people who focused on the ascension. And also Jesus spoke in parables. He reminds me a lot of myself. But that's like literally why I like to speak in parables as well. I understand why he did it that way. Because for those that have the ears to understand and the eyes to see, it clicked to them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you should be very honored and thankful to God that those things click to you. Because not everybody feel that shit. Don't know. A lot of people didn't know what the fuck Jesus was talking about. If they were like riddles, his own apostles were like, what the fuck are you talking about, G? Literally, they didn't even fucking know. So if you are like quick-witted and shit and get what the fuck's going on and shit, as far as when people talk in analogies and metaphors and parables just throughout your life, not just here, but period, you have a very great brain, beautiful one. One on top of this tiger here, 10 of Pentacles. This for the people that's focused on the ascension. Yeah, basically. So they strong enough to head straight to a relationship or build a business or anything. It looks like 10 of Pentacles. They build their legacy. Their name gets carved in stone like Jesus' name did. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm not saying we are Jesus, but it does say we should all try to be Christ-like. Am I right or am I wrong? So my whole point is, yeah, you do want your name renowned for some good shit. Everybody all over the world knows Jesus' name. However you feel about him, what he look like, all that shit, it don't even matter. You know him, don't you? You know the motherfucker, don't you? Exactly. That's what I'm saying. The people focused on ascension are focused on their good fucking name and shit. Putting some good shit out there and shit. Making a difference, making a change. They feel like they can withstand and endure shit with the tiger. The people who are still stuck on what Judas did, you already, shit, look like you trying to take a step. You just don't know where you're going. Look at the desert. It's all desolate. Like, you still can't believe the motherfucker did the shit. I get it. But I'm just showing you the two differences and shit. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Judas did that shit. Get over it. You know what I'm saying? That's like, we gonna go back to Tekashi again. I'm sure all his people that he was rocking with and shit was sitting in that courtroom when he was like, it was him. Oh, him. Her with the blue on. People that ain't even here, it was them too. I know motherfuckers was like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, but shit, they knew that shit. That motherfucker came out with rainbow color hair. I would never trust a motherfucker that looked like that. You crazy? He don't even look like he from the shit he was claiming and shit. It was already a motherfucking problem. You know what I'm saying? Didn't nobody do the Carfax on that motherfucker? But you didn't need to. And that's almost saying like that's like blaming Tekashi and shit for him telling on everybody. No, that motherfucker was a rat. You just let that motherfucker in the circle. Period. You know what I'm saying? It don't change that whatever hood he was claiming, it don't change y'all put that motherfucker on. He just put a rat on. It don't change that Judas was a disciple. He was just a rat-ass disciple. You either gonna get past that shit and say it is what it is so you can get better and stronger from that shit, like the people who are just focused on the ascension now and past the betrayal with the tiger and the 10 of pentacles, or you gonna be stuck on, how is Tekashi the homie, right? How is Judas my disciple? How is he my divine masculine? How is she my divine feminine doing all this stuff? Fuck it. That's just what the fuck they do. Shit. Some shit ain't never gonna be answered till you go meet God yourself. Literally. I don't know why. Nobody knows why. You know what I'm saying? There is no answer for that shit. Everybody knows that just great people are always betrayed, killed, robbed, defamed, all that shit. Look it up. Shit. It's on Google every day. Every fucking day. So this is just like you being stuck on somebody saying some bad shit about you on Instagram. Like, who give a fuck? It is what it is. Everybody gets shit talked about them. You know what I'm saying? The greats do. That's why I said if you are stuck in what Judas did, the people that are watching you and all that shit is not out of admiration. It's out of like anger. Like, you know what I mean? It's nasty and yucky, G. It is. So, and don't nobody, only low vibing people give a fuck about that shit. High vibing people don't give no fucks about what the fuck Judas doing, aka toxic divine masculine, toxic divine feminine, who the fuck they still laid up with and all that shit. Cause a motherfucker know they ain't went nowhere. You know what I'm saying? If they had, they would possibly be together. That's another thing that the people who are moved on from the damn betrayal have noticed. If this motherfucker really had ascended and is doing what they're supposed to do, they would have been here by now. We beat a 10 of Pentacles. I'm confident in that fact, says the tiger. If that motherfucker ain't came, I mean that motherfucker ain't progressed past this page of wands and this tambourine. So I'm good with that, says the person who's focused on ascension. It ain't worth it. Like I tell people all the time, if I got to choose between you and God, motherfucker, you gonna lose every time. Every fucking time fucking with me. So this the same shit. People who are not focused on the betrayal know that shit already, man. One on the page of wands. People still focused on the betrayal. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, look at all this small shit. It's like you haven't even begun to like, they're showing me a creme brulee. You know, when you have to crack the shell open a little bit on the top, you ain't even cracked the shell is what they said on this spiritual shit. You ain't even got, you still on the sugar-coated part, on the creme brulee. The inside is what the best part is. You know what I'm saying? But you got to crack through the shell first. It looks pretty. Maybe you don't want to crack through the shell. That's why I said some of y'all are scared to get to the middle, basically to the actual pudding, to the creme brulee part, because it's just so pretty and perfect. That's the whole romanticized portion of the whole twin flame shit. That's that shit. So some of y'all are still stuck on the creme brulee shell, period. Don't want to crack the shell because the shit look pretty in whatever container or bowl they brought it to the table in. Ace of Cups at the bottom of the deck. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. Eat the fucking creme brulee. Shit. That ain't even the best part. The shell is good, but it's even better when it's cracked up on top of the actual creme brulee, for those that know creme brulee. One on 10 of Pentacles and the tiger. Queen of Swords. These are for the people that have are focused on the ascension and not on the betrayal. Yeah. 10 of Pentacles with the Queen of Swords. Look at that shit. Motherfucker only focused about the real deal. Ain't nothing like the real thing, baby. That's what these people are feeling. Divine masculines, divine feminines who are focused on the ascension. That's all the fuck they want. They want their own fucking family. They don't want to share. You know what I'm saying? With nobody. So if that mean I can't have the motherfucker that was originally assigned to me, OD fuck well, cut they ass out, Queen of Swords. I'm very focused on my legacy, my business, on staying strong and shit, taking care of the kids or family that I do have, being an upstanding citizen in my fucking community, not causing no problems, helping when I can. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers signing contracts and moving. They doing a lot of shit. 10 of Pentacles is good for a motherfucker who ain't focused on the betrayal. This is the ultimate happiness here. To me, you know what I'm saying? It's better than the 10 of Cups. Because I feel like you could have 10 of Cups and no Pentacles and be like, damn, I mean, we happy, but we hungry. 10 of Pentacles and shit, you happy, you ain't hungry, your legacy tight, all that shit, your family Gucci, all that shit, just because you were able to withstand that shit. You know what I mean? It's not even affecting the people around you. So that's what I'm saying. There's a big difference. There's a page and a Knight on the people stuck on Judas's betrayal. And then there's the 10 of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords with the damn tiger, G, for the people who are focused on the ascension part now. I'm not saying nobody was focused on the betrayal of Judas, yes. But the whole thing about it is, like, when you think about it, and I feel like they didn't really elaborate in the Bible. Jesus had to have been salty at Judas. He was a man. It does say that. So let's say he had man emotions. I'm sure he was pissed off, like, I can't believe it, dude. Like, Judas? He did know. You know what I mean? But at that point, he like, it's a tiger with it. I can't change the tiger stripes and shit. It was almost like, okay, I mean, what can I do? You know what I mean? God has promised me all of this. I guess I just got to see how it goes. D-fuck down. But that is fucked up that it was Judas. I'm sure Jesus was like that. Like, wow. I'm sure he did the wow with the thing over his hand, over his mouth. Like, wow. Like, I've done broke bread with this dude, G. I'm sure he did, man. I'm sure he did. I don't know why they don't tell us this part about Jesus in the Bible. That's why I say religion is controlled, because y'all want us to say, I mean, the Bible says that he was a man, but he also had the Spirit of God within him, which is what we all have. To me, you know what I mean? He was just very good at it, had mastered it, right? But he was a man. That's why Jesus wept when Lazarus died. You know what I mean? If Jesus knew that God, you know what I mean, was his Father in heaven and knew about all the wondrous things that God could do, he still cried when his friend died. You know what I'm saying? He still rose him up from the dead. That, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Jesus was still a man. He still had emotion. So hell yeah, he was mad when Judas did that shit. Had to be. Had to be. Don't change shit though. Judas was still a disciple, just a fucked up one. Shit. Same shit with Peter. To me. Not saying Peter all bad or whatever, but he just did some shit I don't like. You know what I'm saying? But he did some great things too. So people still consider him a saint. That's all I'm saying about divine masculine. He did some great shit too. It reminds me, I was thinking about like just using myself as an example. My sweet 16 birthday party, right? Number one, I didn't want no sweet 16 birthday party. I wanted to go to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. My mom hates when I tell this story, but it's true. I wanted to go to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles for my sweet 16. Just with my friends and shit. I didn't want no party. I'm still like that. I don't like surprises and shit like that. Just because I guess Libra gang, we like shit the way we like it. So it's like, if I can't really be in charge of doing it, like, please don't surprise me. Because if it ain't right, I'm probably going to have an attitude. I'm just going to keep it 100. Like, don't do it, right? You do better just coming at me straightforward. Surprises always fuck up in regards to me, right? So we go to my cousin's house or whatever and shit on 65th and Western, where I used to dump lizards and shit in the oil. Same shit. That's where the sweet 16 party. I'm like, what the fuck are we doing here? Right? My homegirl's mom bring us there. Everybody in the backyard like, surprise. People from high school and shit. I cried. I was like, what the fuck? I was pissed off. I was pissed off at my mom. My mom cussed me out at my sweet 16, right? Cussed me the fuck out. Like, you ungrateful little bitch, all this shit, right? Which I was. But it was like, I didn't want that shit. I said I wanted fucking Roscoe's. I had a horrible time at my sweet 16 party. I say all that shit to say my homegirl was there. And she was like, girl, you want me to turn your party up? Because I could call my homeboys over right now and get this shit straight popping. I'm like, yeah, because this shit whack as fuck. I don't even hang out with these people from high school. I do, but not really. You know what I'm saying? That wasn't really what I was into. Man, she called them over there. That's how I met my homeboys from my hood. That was 1996, and I've been down with the motherfuckers ever since. You know what I'm saying? So that's the day I literally became a gang member at 16. You know what I'm saying? So somebody could easily hear that story and be like, bitch, you are not divine. You ungrateful than the motherfucker. You yelled at your mom. You know what I'm saying? All that shit, and became a gang member the same night. How the fuck does that happen to you, divine? I don't know. That's just how God designed that shit. But this how I came out. Tiger, 10 of Pentacles with the Queen of Swords. It solidified my legacy. I would have never thought that shit. But I didn't get stuck on the sweet 16 party and shit. I was like, well, fuck it, shit. I guess I'm just going to hang out with some hood dudes and we just going to turn the fuck up the way we know how to, basically. You know what I'm saying? Always keep it moving, basically. You know what I mean? So I can't say that, you know what I'm saying, that didn't aid to me being divine. It did. Shit. Judas betraying damn Jesus. It aided to Jesus's divinity and his ascension. It did. It's just fucked up. That's all. Fucked up shit happened to good people. Period. You know what I mean? I'm sure there was a better way for me to be able to ascend and become the person that I am, but I wouldn't change a motherfucking thing. I still do the sweet 16 party exactly how it is 20-something odd years later. Moving on. Courthouse. Came out on top of this Tamarine in this Page of Wands and Knight of Pentacles for the people who are still stuck on the betrayal. Yeah, you are still stuck on, but if this was supposed to be my disciple / divine masculine, divine feminine, why, dude? I just need an answer. Page of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles. No, you don't. The answer is you. Look at all these single fucking cards. You are the answer, G. You the last dragon. You possess the power of the glow. Bruce Leroy is you. Only you, right? Gotta poke you in the forehead and shit like the damn master. One on top of the tiger, the 10 of pentacles, and the queen of swords here. This is for the people who are focused on the ascension after the betrayal. Pathway. Told you. Yeah, they just consider where the fuck they going. That's it. Queen of swords, 10 of pentacles with the pathway. All these motherfuckers look unbothered. It's like this person is sure. I told you, confident. So that's the main thing, that the people who are off of the betrayal and focused on the ascension, they have mad ass confidence. Literally, like I said, the resurrection, G, the fucking resurrection. That don't kill me, can only make me stronger. These people got out. You know what I'm saying? So basically, these are the same situations that I tell y'all before. The people who are still stuck on Judas are scared to die on the cross. That's all. Are still stuck on Judas's betrayal. You are scared to die on the cross. I'm telling you, the people who have gotten over the betrayal of Judas, they did die on the cross and they resurrected. There's the light right there. So it's like almost like, do you believe the shit? People who are still stuck on Judas's betrayal. Do you believe that this is just about you and your journey by yourself? It seems like you would not or do not believe that. You believe that y'all are supposed to be together, and that's where you fucking up. That's where you fucking up, G. Period. One on the Tamarine, Page of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Courthouse. Yeah, Beyonce. But it's supposed to be the queen bee. No, it's not. Most of the time, everything go to the left, Everything go to the fucking left in this divine feminine, divine masculine shit. It does. Motherfuckers end up separating. You know what I'm saying? Like, keep talking that mess, that's fine. But could you walk and talk at the same time type shit? There is a separation phase. It does. That's why I say I believe more divine masculines and divine feminines honestly do not get into union. That is my opinion. But that is what I believe. I believe they are the catalyst for each other to become better people, to change the world. And they could possibly come back together. But I feel like, shit, at that point, they could be with whoever the fuck they want to be with at that point. You know what I'm saying? Like, they have ascended and grown so much that I feel like their wants and needs and desires are different. If they both are ascending, that's just the way that shit is. Shit, you don't like whole milk for the rest of your life. No, as a toddler you did, but older, that shit make your stomach hurt. Motherfuckers drinking lactate now. It's an acquired taste, G. Period. So somebody scared they taste buds gonna change. On this side where the people are stuck on what Judas did. You know what I mean? It's almost like, yeah, it's possibility you could not be attracted to that motherfucker no more if you go on your own way and meet somebody totally new and marry somebody and have kids totally with somebody different. That is a scary thought, but that's only for the people who are still stuck on the betrayal. You know what I mean? That's stuck on the union and the betrayal. One on the Tiger, Queen of Swords, 10 of Pentacles in the pathway. Lionel Richie, even though this is Smokey Robinson, but I heard Lionel Richie on top of the, I heard all night long, all night. Yeah, endurance, all night long. You know what I'm saying? It's a 24/7, 365 job to be a divine counterpart. And it don't stop just because you ain't in union with a motherfucker. In fact, that's when you actually should be going the hardest, to me. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to be in a good mood and do nice things for people when you're in a relationship and shit's all great. But it's when shit's bad, it's fucked up. My divine masculine laid up with another bitch. He was cheating, lying, and all that shit. What you gonna do about it? Sulk? You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? Cry or run in my Biggie voice? Or you gonna keep it moving and just, you know what I'm saying, rise to the fucking occasion? Be a phoenix. You know what I'm saying? So some of y'all scared to, I'm telling you, it's the resurrection. Some of y'all are scared to resurrect. That's all this shit is. By yourself, though. You know what I'm saying? By yourself. Those are for the ones that are still stuck on Judas's betrayal, talking about how can he still be my disciple or be a disciple, one of the 12 disciples / divine masculine, divine feminine, and do this shit. That's how. Because it's been done for fucking years. That's how. That's why we got motherfucking the first 48. That's why that show comes on. Why it's always a friend. Why they always say you're murdered by somebody you fucking know. You know what I'm saying? That or robbed and shit. That's why. I mean, shit, it's a bunch of stories you can apply it to. I'm sure you know people like that, where it ain't even a divine masculine, divine feminine situation, but history repeats itself, G. You ain't no fucking different from, you damn sure ain't no different from Jesus. So if Judas betrayed Jesus, for you to sit here and still wonder why the fuck divine masculine would betray you was kind of selfish, G. It's kind of selfish if you think about it. Like, who the fuck are you? You know what I'm saying? That they wouldn't do it to you and just do it to Jesus. And he was the son of God. Come on now. Come on now. You can't be that naive. People still stuck on the betrayal. The people who are not stuck on the betrayal and focused on the ascension know that. This is part of the process. You have to be betrayed and crucified in order to resurrect. Period. You have to become an ascended master. You have to. Period. Some people actually die. That's why I always use Nipsey as a reference and shit. And same shit. I feel like he was set up by people he knew. I don't give a fuck what they say. But his name was renowned after he passed away too. A lot of people didn't know who he was until after he died. You know what I mean? Queen of Swords, 10 of Pentacles and shit. That legacy went on all night and all day, all night long. The light, he ascended and shit. Don't nobody want to have to ascend like that where you got to physically lose your life. But I'm just saying, sometimes that even happens where you actually lose your life and become an ascended master. God forbid. So it's almost like if it's happening that way, there's different forms of Judas's betrayal is what I'm saying. So we should all be thankful that at least we still alive. Those of us who made it the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, though, let's keep moving. Let's see what you need to do, person stuck on the betrayal, to get out of this shit. And we'll see what the person who did get out of this shit, let's see what they did. So person who's stuck on Judas's betrayal, what do they need to do to get out of this energy? Yeah. I just said, I'm going to wash that man right out of my hair. Brush that plaque off. That's gum disease, plaque. All that shit. Brush out that foul ass talking and shit like I told y'all. He must not be the divine masculine. He must be my false. That's where I go back again. It's either two things. It's either one, you ain't asked God if it was your divine masculine. That's why you false twin, could be a karmic, could be that. That's y'all's confusion. That's how I see that when I see those comments. Motherfuckers ain't checked with God. Because number two, had you checked with God and it is your divine masculine, you would just be like, well, damn. I guess shit, that's just the stripes that God gave me for my tiger. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is my divine masculine. That is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But, I mean, shit, I guess I got to just brush that plaque and that gum disease. That's just the one that I got. You know what I'm saying? Brush that shit off. I mean, but I feel like this is the words that you speaking. These are the words that you speaking. Like I said, if it's facts, yeah, that motherfucker is toxic. Yep, laid up with another bitch. Yep, lied to you. Yep, cheated on you, took your money, did all that shit, divine feminine, divine masculine, whoever this applies to. But what the fuck that got to do with your ascension and shit? You know what I'm saying? Why you still swirling that shit around in your motherfucking mouth? Yeah, it's facts. It is. It'd be different if you had them facts and then was like, but then I opened up my own business, went to school, got a degree, met a motherfucker. Like, where's your and then part? It's just you just swirling around bad shit up in your mouth. Stop doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Stop doing that. If you're going to spit the facts, because everybody's to blame. You know what I'm saying? We let them motherfuckers do the shit. Really? Jesus let Judas kick it. We did. We all did. It doesn't mean it's good or bad. It was just part of the whole divine plan, period. So stop trying to badmouth it just because it didn't go the way that you wanted, when it didn't serve you. You know what I'm saying? The way that you had thought that it would in your mind and shit. And we ain't here to serve us. We here to serve God. So get all that shit out your mouth. Get that shit out your mouth. Let's get one for the person who did get past that shit. What'd the person do who did get past the betrayal and go straight towards ascension? What was the action that they took? That's what I'm saying. At this point, I mean, and this is for the gauge where you are, divine feminine, divine masculine. Because if this is the beginning of your journey, I know why you are stuck here, so you get a pass. That's why I said I'll give you about 1.5 years to be stuck like this, and that's a long ass time already. But past that shit, if you are still like this, man, I'm telling you, it's almost like you kind of like stunting your own shit at this point. Real shit. Because it's like you know the lesson, but you still talking like you don't. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like you don't want to come admit your faults in this shit. We all do. That's another thing, too. Like I'm saying, they didn't put all that shit in the Bible. I don't know. Maybe Jesus was like, why did I let Judas kick it, dude? Had I never put Judas on the fucking team, right? Maybe this shit wouldn't even happen. But it would have, because it was God's plan. It would have. But that don't stop Jesus from thinking it. Queen of Swords, you know what I'm saying? He was a man. We are these people. So I'm saying you're not wrong for thinking like this. You wrong for staying in this shit. Like Jesus would have been wrong for trying to stay up in the whole point of why did Judas do it, as opposed to why did God choose me to be his son and change the world? It's almost like, look at the bigger picture, G. And stop like that small talk. You know what I'm saying? That's small talk. You got to stop doing that shit. Anyway, action that the person took who ascended and got over the betrayal. What did they do? Look, left stroke is the best stroke. Got the fuck on. Shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm hearing baptized is what I heard with this card. Because they are in the water. So they got baptized with the spirit. Basically, the action that they took isn't, and it wasn't like church. I don't feel like none of that. Of course, I've been baptized in church, and a lot of us have. But this is different, though. This is like a spiritual baptism. As soon as this person left, they were cleansed. You know what I'm saying? So they just got up out of there. They took a deep breath. Look at her mouth. And shit, my left stroke is my best stroke, bitch. And I'm out. Shit. They out. They put the pass behind them like a ponytail. Look at the water on her elbow. It's like, fuck it, man. Just take a deep breath and get to fucking moving. They just dove in, I heard. Dove in with the pool card and just went for it. I heard when you swimming, you can't even look at the motherfuckers on the side. I heard you just got to focus on, and I don't know how to swim. So this what they telling me. That you can't look at the people on the side. That you got to stay focused and shit on your lane, your lap and shit. It ain't about the people. You could win, you could lose. Whole point is you fucking swam the lap. That's what this shit is about. So the person who's not focused on the betrayal and shit and is focused on the ascension realizes that it's not about anybody, the karmic in that lane, the divine masculine or divine feminine in that lane. It's about me and my own motherfucking lane. That's what it's about. So how could I possibly talk down on some shit when that shit got me to the fucking finish line? It was one of the best fucking races I ever had. It was hard. You know what I'm saying? And some motherfuckers cheated. You know what I'm saying? But you can't change the stripes on the motherfucking tiger. It was some old cheating ass motherfuckers up in there. But I won the race the right way. You know what I mean? Even if I didn't get chose first place, I fucking swam. I didn't take steroids. I wouldn't know none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's pure. They left with no expectations of getting into union or anything. They just wanted to be better people. That's what they did. And accepted that that's what the fuck it is. You know what I'm saying? Would never down talk on it because they finished the fucking race. That's what I'm saying. I talk shit about my divine masculine, yes. You know what I mean? To the point of the factual shit. Yes, don't come here. Yes, you broke. Yes, I think you know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, all that shit. Boop, 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 boop. I'm going by what the fuck happened. You know what I'm saying? But had that shit never happened, I would not be talking to y'all right now. You know what I'm saying? None of that shit would happen. So how could I possibly sit here and call him a false twin or he's a karmic and all that shit? Yeah, he did some fucked up shit. But I would never be this bitch in the pool and shit. I wouldn't have been this tiger, this queen of swords, none of that shit without that motherfucker. So yeah, hell yeah, he was my divine masculine. He did what he came to do. You know what I'm saying? Judas came what he came to do. His whole point was to betray Jesus. Apparently, that's all we know about his ass. You know what I'm saying? That's it. It's just part of the fucking story, y'all. On top of the person who's stuck on the betrayal, this is the action they need to take with the toothbrush. Queen of Pentacles, yeah. Brush away the whole idea that this motherfucker's supposed to come and offer you something and y'all supposed to be, because Queen of Pentacles is in a solidified relationship, right? Like it's an offer. Brush that talk up out your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Whoever been talking to you or whoever you've been listening to about union and they coming, that's this shit too. You know what I'm saying? It's malarkey. It's rubbish is what they told me. Hogwash is what they said. You know what I mean? That's somebody speaking false shit to you. Or you speaking false shit to yourself. You either getting bad information or giving yourself bad information. Stop doing that shit in regards to this relationship shit. This whole union shit. That's not what it's about. One on top of the person who actually took the action to get the fuck on and not focused on the betrayal, but focused on the ascension. What is that? Ace of Cups, self-love. I've been down so long it looked like up to me. Yeah, they was down so long it looked like up to them. Who else was there to turn to but God and themselves? Ace of Cups is self-love. That's what this is. So that's the action that they took. They chose them. You know what I'm saying? And that's why they came out as the Tiger, Queen of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, pathway with Lionel Richie all night long. They this motherfucker all day and all night now. You know what I'm saying? This tiger. Their stripes will never change. They'll never be the person that they were prior to meeting their divine counterpart because that whole shit changed their whole life and made them a better motherfucker. They ain't focused on the union. Once they brush that shit out their mouth and stop saying, but we're supposed to be together and he or she's supposed to. The whole shit changed when they start choosing them and swam towards them. Whole motherfucking life changed. Gang, gang. Gang, gang. And like I said, for those who are new on this journey, I hope this is helping you. Those that are still in that beginning separation phase, I hope that this makes it easier so you can see why it's important for you to choose yourself in any situation. Shit, not just this divine shit. Any situation. Put the oxygen mask on your motherfucking self first, G. That's on the plane. That's anything. You know what I'm saying? You always do that shit first. One on the Queen of Pentacles. Action this person who's stuck on the betrayal needs to take. Knight of Cups, yeah. Brush that hole when the motherfucker gonna offer and make me, I'm gonna make you my wife. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah. Brush that shit. Brush that malarkey out your motherfucking mouth. All that fairy tale hogwash they keep saying. They keep saying hogwash. Okay. Well, they said that's hogwash. I don't know. There's some type of, they're saying there's rhetoric going around. And I believe it because we all see it in tarot land every day. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers gassing people up about the divine masculine coming, trying to figure out how to get there, where it changes your focus on when is he coming? When? Right? If you look at this card, this is a queen waiting on the fucking knight. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, G. That's hogwash. That's why they keep saying it's hogwash. They got you believing the knight is worthy of a fucking queen. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, G. That's the action you need to take. Brush that whole thinking and that whole rhetoric out of your mouth, out of your mind, out of your spirit. It's not true. It's not. And the real shit that you're supposed to be doing, which is taking what God has blessed you with, Queen of Pentacles, and spreading it, spreading love and shit, spreading, you know what I'm saying, the things that he has given you, making the world better. Look at the bunny, saving the world, helping animals, the climate, you know what I mean, your community and all that shit. Motherfuckers don't want to hear that. That's the shit they brush out. Like, no, I don't want to hear that part. I just get to the union part. And that's the shit you need to brush away. So like I said, you can't pick and choose what parts of the divine union or the whole divine masculine, divine feminine experience that you want to be a part of and what you don't. You either all in or all out, right? Blood in, blood out. Shit. That's it. You don't get to choose, man. So if you're having a hard time, that's probably why. If your money, like I tell y'all all the time, if your money is suffering, look like some of y'all having court issues and all kind of shit going on. Some of y'all ain't taking care of yourself. These are the ones still stuck on the betrayal, ain't washing your face, brushing your teeth, going to work and shit. All that shit. That's because you stuck on that one little part of that whole divine masculine, divine feminine bit that you are focused on the union. So it's actually turning toxic on your side because you're not choosing yourself, basically. These are people that are stuck in Judas mode. One on the Ace of Cups for the people that got in their lane and just swam the fuck up on out of there. Hermit. And the Knight of Swords. Yeah. Shit became very apparent. You know what I'm saying? Them downloads start coming through. So basically the action that the person who was focused on the ascension and got over the betrayal, when they did that, some shit start happening. Shit start happening with that damn hermit. They got some alone time. They went on it. Like I said, they realized this journey is about them. Knight of Swords with the hermit. It's a solo journey. The hermit rose by itself, looking for knowledge and healing. The star is on the fucking lamp right there. So that's what they're looking for. Spiritual healing. It's a spiritual journey. The person who walked away from this whole union shit and got over Judas's betrayal, they know that shit. It became laser focus. It became just like I'm hearing laser focus. Is there a thing on that? Oh yeah, it is. It's like a little bright light on this sword here. Right there. It's like they just fucking knew. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, self-love is the key. It's like Dorothy with the ruby slippers. You had the shit the whole time. It's all in you. It don't have shit to do with divine masculine or divine feminine. Once they realized that shit, that's how they turned it to the tiger. You know what I'm saying? These people over here who got over Judas's betrayal will definitely be in a relationship with this Ten of Pentacles here. Definitely with two dogs in the yard. That whole shit, the long driveway. They gonna be fucking all night long with their spouse and shit. They got into, I'm telling you, they shit look good. Now granted, I'm gonna keep it 100. It may not be with the motherfucker that you think it is, but I'm gonna tell you this much, it's a better chance that they do because they got the Ten of Pentacles. The people who aren't focused on Judas's betrayal and only on the ascension, who got the Ten of Pentacles. People who are still focused on Judas's betrayal got the Queen of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. So it is possible that it is this motherfucker, but if it ain't, it's better. Shit, I keep telling y'all all the time. So some of y'all just stuck on the way you want it to be. The people who are still focused on Judas's betrayal. It has to be him or her or nothing. And that's why you're feeling the way that you doing, kind of in that bitter ass mode, G. That's why, because you ain't surrendered to the shit. It's almost like you telling God how it's gonna be with something he gave you. You know what I'm saying? If it was a regular 3D motherfucker, you could run that shit the way you want. But because God gave it to you and it has the title divine masculine, divine feminine, you don't run this shit and how the fuck it go. It go the fuck the way he wanted to go. And 9 times out of 10, you ain't gonna end up with your divine masculine. So are you up for the challenge or not? Basically. That's what it is. Shit'll get off the pot time. Fuck all that. One on the brush and the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles here for the people who, the action they need to take to get over Judas's betrayal. Yeah, stop expecting shit. Basically. Expectation leads to disappointment. That's why I said there's some type of rhetoric. The church is in the background on this picture with the expectation card. That bitch ain't even looking. She looking at something totally different. She ain't even focused on the whole divine part. That's what I'm saying. That's what y'all need to focus on. Fuck when he or she is coming. Brush that shit out. You know what I'm saying? Get that shit the fuck up out of your mouth is what I heard. It's something about you keep saying that, or people keep saying that to you. Like, he'll come back. He'll do, like, there's the gas up is what I'm hearing. And it's like, it makes you feel good for a minute, but it's a high and shit. And you still ain't paying no attention to God in the background, right? So that's the action you need to take. What this person who did focus on the ascension and get over Judas's betrayal, they fucking took a deep breath, dove in the pool, you know what I'm saying? Picked themselves, self-love, right? And then they started to realize the gifts, the knowledge and everything, and that this was a solo journey and shit. Period, point blank. And God started doing shit. Basically, they stopped ignoring God. They stopped ignoring the divine in this divine connection. They realized who the true divine masculine was in this situation. It was God the whole time. It ain't got shit to do with the motherfucker that you laid up with. Really. Put one on the toothbrush and the Knight of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, expectation. Hell, Marvin Gaye, what's going on? Yeah, you want to answer. So the people that are still stuck on Judas, right? I'm telling you, that's what it is. But how could he be a disciple if he betrayed Jesus? How could he be my divine masculine, my divine feminine? How could they be? Why would God allow? What's going on? Don't nobody know, G. I mean, shit, you go and ask him why he wanted Jesus to be crucified on the cross, or Martin Luther King or JFK or all the good people that we consider great people to be crucified and killed. I don't know that answer. I don't. You can ask him. This is my card as well, Marvin Gaye. So you'll never fucking know. But you're going to sit here and try to figure that shit the fuck out, right? And then let people gas you up talking about, he's coming, you belong to God, all that shit. Or you're going to keep it fucking moving, hop in the fucking pool and do fucking you. You know what I'm saying? And consider that motherfucker a distant lover. You can take that love shit with you. Ain't nothing but water in this motherfucker. It ain't said the person who got over Judas's betrayal and ascended got over the love. No, it ain't nothing but water on this shit. It's more water on their side than it is on yours in regards to their divine counterpart, which lets me know that them choosing themselves was the biggest act of love that they could have showed towards their divine counterpart. It was the biggest act, period. It was. Them choosing themselves, because it taught this person a lesson. It taught their divine counterpart a lesson. Choose you too, boo. That's why I said the people who got over the betrayal and focused on the ascension have a better chance actually hooking up with the divine counterpart, the ones that walked away. It sounds crazy, but it's true. That's like saying when Jesus said, I will rise in 3 days, and they were like, what? No, you're going to be dead. What do you mean? It doesn't make sense. It's not supposed to. It's divine. Shit. So stop trying to make a 3D evaluation on a 5D situation is what they said. Oh, that's deep. Okay. One on this pool, Hermit, Knight of Swords, Ace of Cups. These are for the people who did. Yeah, God's authoritative ass thumbs. Got over Judas's betrayal and went towards the ascension. I'm telling you, he started talking to him. Not loud and clear, but they had to be alone. Hermit. You know what I'm saying? It's a solo journey. They had to be alone. They had to be focused, man. Knight of Swords. They had to choose themselves, right? Which we always know it's in the Bible. God is in us, right? So you choose God, you officially have chosen yourself. That's when he can talk. That's when he ready to talk. Like, okay, shit, let's play ball. Boom, 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 boom. ROC. We running this rap shit. M-Easy. We running this rap shit. Yeah, that's what I just heard. That's what I heard. God said play ball. Like he gets excited. You know what I'm saying? When you finally turn to him is what I just heard. The prodigal son. Yeah. It's just like the prodigal son. For y'all that know the story, the dad was happy when the son returned. The dad wasn't, the son that never left the dad was the jealous son, because he sat there. He's like, how could you be happy when so-and-so came back and I never left you? And because that motherfucker went out and learned some shit and came back and you know what I'm saying? These are the things that change boys to men. That's why. So this shit had to happen. All this shit had to happen for you to even get closer to the divine. For him to even break that knowledge off to you. It was boot camp. So some of y'all just are stuck in boot camp and saying it's too hard and shit. Some of y'all passed boot camp, basically. Put one on the message, Knight of Swords, Hermit, Ace of Cups in the pool. Yeah, Mick Jagger. You got the moves like Jagger now. The people who ascended and ain't focused on that damn union shit, got over Judas's betrayal. You got the moves like Jagger. So you basically are being divinely led by God here. With the Ace of Cups, the Knight of Swords, the Hermit, his authoritative ass thumbs and Mick Jagger. I just see Mick Jagger moving, but it's God telling him where to move. He gets daily notes from him every day. So you will not lose. So everything is going right for the person. I mean, I can't say everything because that's a lie, right? That's a lie. Not everything goes right for everybody. But the person who's not focused on the Judas's betrayal and is ascended, they hear God a whole lot more clear. Their intuition is hella fucking clear. They know things that they don't even know how they should know. They love themselves a whole lot more. I feel like they are more active in their lives, hanging out with their family or talking to their family more, or more pleasant to be around is what I just heard. You're more pleasant to be around for the people who have ascended past Judas's betrayal. Okay. So yeah, people still stuck on that shit. You basically got to take a step to move. Get off the fucking couch and stop waiting on this motherfucker. Don't mean it's not your divine counterpart. But like I say, what the fuck they got to do with the price of tea in China? It is your divine counterpart. And so what? That's like whenever we watch shit on TV, what is it called? Patricide and matricide. Is that what it's called? When kids kill their parents. Patricide and matricide or something. I know it's patricide or some shit like that. And you sit there and you can't believe it. Like, how the fuck could a kid kill their fucking parent? Like, it's the same shit. Nobody will ever fucking understand. It still doesn't change the fact that that's that person's kid. It's still they fucking kid. They just killed their parent type shit. It's some toxic shit. So it's almost like the person who's still got stuck on Judas's betrayal is just still stuck on the facts that this is a Judas. You know what I'm saying? Get over it. That motherfucker Judas, yeah, they Judas. That's it. You right. That's it. That's them. Now what? Now what? Stop calling that motherfucker not divine or whatever the fuck that y'all keep doing and false and all that. Unless God told you. Now, if God told you, then you right. Then you could call him a false or her, whatever the fuck all you want. But it looked like this motherfucker is your divine counterpart because the Tamarine came out here. Just because it ain't working to your benefit or the way that you thought. Now it's a false karmic. Now it's a false twin. What made it a false twin? I'd like to know. Drop a comment. What makes this person a false twin in your book? Is it because this person cheated, betrayed you, lied, took some money, didn't take the steps and follow whatever the fuck they said they were going to do? The same shit they did to Jesus. Is that why? You know what I'm saying? Is that why? No. Like I said, Judas was still a disciple. He was just a fucking toxic one. He wasn't a false disciple. He still learned the shit all the other disciples learned too. He just didn't apply the fucking shit. And he was about fucking greed at the end of the day. Period. So I don't know. Maybe you can attribute that to Jesus's discernment. That's you, however you take it. But I'm saying if you're going to look at it that way, look at it the right way though, is what I'm saying. It don't change the fact that the fucking tiger still got stripes. Some of them eat motherfuckers, some of them don't. Shit. I mean, damn. Anyway, let's get to the outcome. For the people who are still stuck on Judas's betrayal and the outcome, I mean, we kind of see, really. But let's just pull it. The outcome for the people stuck on Judas's betrayal. The outcome for people who got past Judas's betrayal and chose to ascend. Let's see what happens. Outcome for the people who are still stuck on Judas's betrayal or who choose to be stuck on Judas's betrayal. So this is a slice of pizza. Single-minded, I'm hearing you still are single because of the resentment, the bitterness and shit. People leave you out of situations because you upset is what I heard. Like you're not fun to be around, G, is what I heard. Yeah. You got real thin skin is what they said with the thin crust. So easily agitated. That's the outcome. But that's because you sitting here waiting on some shit that ain't fucking coming. You know what I'm saying? So it will agitate you. It's like waiting on your car to be finished and shit at the mechanic and can't nobody come pick you up and your phone died. Like, fuck. You know what I mean? It's one of them things. You could easily get up, go walk around the block, go sit in a restaurant. But no, you want to sit there and be on your fucking phone. You want it the way you want it. That's single-minded thinking. And that's why you will end up like that, G. Period. Point blank. It is what it is. You have to get over that shit. You have to. It sounds harsh, but that's what the fuck has to happen. One for the person who got past Judas's betrayal and ascended past that. Their outcome. Jacket. They got that ice box where that heart used to beat. Boom, boom, right? That's what that shit is. This big ass parka and shit. They learn how to put on they just told me armor of the Lord. Basically, they can play all the parts. It's dress shirts in here. It's jeans, blazers, sweaters, jackets, fur collars, everything. So they suited up with the armor of the Lord, basically. What is that? Truth? I can't remember all the things, but it's in the Bible as well, what all the components of the armor of the Lord is. That's what this is. So basically, they can adapt to any fucking situation at this point. They are involved in a lot of things. That's what this card is. They involved in a whole lot of shit. Casual shit, business shit, fun shit. It's like their whole life just changed. A different array of things, different attire. So let's just change clothes and go. It looks way more busier in their life than this pizza, don't it? You know what I'm saying? From the person who's stuck on Judas's betrayal, that single-minded thinking, like, but why would he do that? As opposed to the person who's like, fuck why he did it. What's out there for me? Or why she did it. What's out there for me? A whole bunch of shit. Look, I'm telling you. That's what goes on. Let's see. Let's put one on this pizza real quick. I want to see something. Why this pizza's like this. One on the pizza. Why this pizza's like this. Judas's betrayal. Person stuck on Judas's betrayal. Why is the single-minded still here between? Yeah, because they're letting this whole union shit, or why this motherfucker did shit, get between the whole journey. You know what I'm saying? Get in between the facts. This chair is also like the Four of Wands and shit. And this is a fucking joke. Look at the toy and shit. The fucking Joker and shit. It's almost like this should be headed towards this stability, this Four of Wands here. It should be. But they're not. They're still complaining about the whole fucked up shit and how the motherfucker was a joke and it shouldn't be going like this and he's stupid and she's stupid and they silly and they probably fucking are. But you still need to be headed towards this Four of Wands. You can't be stuck in between. Like, you have to go here, dude. You can't be in between this shit. So that's why I said it's shit or get off the pot time. So that single-minded thinking will have you in between. Where you like, okay, is it about the union, myself? You confused. That's why. You haven't chosen a side is what they said. That would be why this would be your outcome. Because you have two minds is what they said. Of who do you love more, yourself or this person? Oh. Yeah, and it's still headed towards the Four of Wands, union. You know what I'm saying? Okay. That's why you would still be single-minded, still thinking that, still waiting on that shit and all that. Because you still want to know why. Nobody will ever be able to tell you why, really. They'll just be able to tell you the shit happened. But why? Nobody knows, dude. It's a great mystery. Nobody fucking knows why our loved ones betray us and do us like that. Nobody knows. The outcome for the person who got over Judas's betrayal and ascended, they got the same shit in between. These are two in-between cards, right? The only difference is these two things, this microwave and this kettle, they both make shit hot, right? These were two hot items here. This motherfucker can withstand it. Only a coffee mug can withstand something that fucking hot. That's why I said the armor of God. They get in a hot situation, whether they in the microwave or the tea kettle, they still can weather either one. This coffee mug is microwave safe, and this damn kettle is hot water safe, or however hot it gets, is what I'm saying. They can adapt to different situations because they're open-minded. They know this journey comes with all twists and turns, but it don't matter how hot it get. I can adapt to that shit. I'm the fucking coffee mug. I was made for hot shit, basically. I was made for this divine shit. I was made to be, I guess, betrayed, crucified, and withstand all the other shit. I was made for this shit. But that's why God gives me all these different clothes to change into so I can adapt to whatever situation, any hot situation. This one is just, the one stuck on Judas's betrayal is just, nope, it's supposed to be this way. I can adapt to any fucking situation because Four of Wands, we're supposed to be together. Even though I see this shit is a fucking joke and I keep saying it's a joke, I'm still going towards it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You know, people who are stuck on Judas's betrayal, you already know this is Judas. Like, Jesus knew that Judas was going to betray him. But y'all still want to know why Judas did it. You know what I'm saying? Well, why would he make it? You'll never know, dude. It's like trying to find out who was before God. Like I tell y'all before, I used to cry and shit trying to figure out, well, who made God? My mind, when I was little, I would cry like myself to sleep because I wanted to know, well, what was before that? That's this type of shit. And it's keeping you stuck, though. It's a valid question. Why would Judas betray Jesus? And why would Jesus make him a disciple? It's valid. But shit, you ain't never gonna find out. So, I mean, what the fuck is the point? Is my whole point. That's shit you probably gonna find out when you dead and gone and go meet him yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to know, shit. But nobody will ever fucking know. That's just the way the shit fucking goes. So you either gonna be stuck on that shit, headed towards that 4 wands shit. You know what I'm saying? On the whole laugh, joke, toy part of the whole divine masculine, divine feminine part. Or you gonna realize like shit get hot around here. You know what I'm saying? And I can withstand anything as the coffee mug. Let's put some tarot on there. Person stuck on Judas's betrayal, the outcome with the pizza. What is this? Like a little Jack in the Box or something? It feels real toy-like. Like in this card with this pizza. It's almost like a romanticized, like the whole honeymoon phase is what they just said. That's what this card reminds me of. Like it's all honeymooned and shit. And that's that single-minded thinking that's what it is. You know what I mean? It's all Tonka toy. Just go to the 4 wands. We're in love and we should be together. When it's not. When it's really about being in fucked up ass hot situations and shit and depending on God and yourself and enduring the cold, the heat, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just being equipped with the knowledge, with the hermit card here to be able to maneuver through this life as a divine counterpart. Period. That's all this shit's about. What on the pizza and the damn between card? Yeah, 8 of Swords. So the outcome for y'all that are stuck on Judas's betrayal, you will just be stuck there in a mental prison, still trying to figure that shit out, Joe. Still. Crying at the grave of a loved one, basically, is what they just said. Years later. You know what I'm saying? After that motherfucker dead and gone and ascended or whatever the fuck, still crying at the grave. Like I said, it's okay to still cry, be sad, still love that motherfucker. I never said the person who got over Judas's betrayal and ascended wasn't still sad. They got all this water. They got more water than you do, person who's still stuck on the betrayal. So they really do love that motherfucker. I believe Jesus really still did love Judas. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he felt bad for the motherfucker. Didn't change the fact that Judas was still a toxic ass disciple. But shit, you can still feel bad for him. Don't nobody know where Judas came from, what his mom and daddy was like. Don't nobody know. You know what I'm saying? So same shit. You can still love him. You can still care about them. You can still wonder why that shit happened. It's just don't sit there and choose to do that over loving yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't make this an obsession, this union. And what happened with divine masculine and divine feminine? Your new God. That's basically what this is. You're making the union your new God. That's what you are worshiping and waiting to present itself as some type of blessing when really you should be going towards God and yourself. So that's why you will be trapped in your head if you continue to focus on Judas's betrayal. On top of the the tea kettle, microwave, coffee cup, and the coats for the person who did get over Judas's betrayal and choose to ascend, they got the fuck up on out of there. 7 of Swords. Got the fuck up on out of there. It was a hard climb, though. Look at this shit. It wasn't easy, that's why I said, but this man got all types of tools and shit. He got his boots on. He got a rope. He done already something been tethered at the top with the little nail. He got all kind of shit. He covered up from the sun. He got on sunglasses. He got a satchel. Like I said, suited up with God's armor in order to withstand any type of mountain. There's no didn't Marvin Gaye sing that? No mountain high enough. Basically, ain't no mountain high enough for the person who got over the Judas's betrayal and got towards the ascension, and they're going towards that. Ain't nothing can stop them. They all the way up. 7 of Swords. Nothing. They are equipped. So that's their outcome. They can fight any battle, climb any mountain, anything. They are equipped with all the tools they need because God gave them to them because they went towards him. So he told them exactly what they needed to live out this life, basically. That's what's up. One on the 8 of Swords, the slice of pizza. Sit on each slice of pizza and be quiet. On the Slick Rick slice of pizza, the fairy tale card, and this 8 of Swords. Yeah, this is a Tatiana right here. So the people stuck on the Judas's betrayal, the outcome, you gonna always wonder about Tatiano. You know what I'm saying? Well, how are we supposed to go together, go to the 4 wands, if he's still laid up with Tatiana? Like, why am I single if that's the same shit, dude? But that's why you're stuck there. So I feel like they keep reiterating that because that mindset will keep you stuck there in this, looking out this window, sitting here in this chair. Oh, baby, right? I want to be next to you. That's all the fuck the person who's still stuck on Judas's betrayal cares about. And that's why that mindset will have them always wondering and trapped about what the divine masculine or divine feminine is doing with another motherfucker, Tatiano, because you're just focused on the Four of Wands, which is this chair, which is single-minded thinking and shit, basically. You have totally ex-God out of this whole divine shit. So you might as well just call that motherfucker masculine. Don't even put the divine in it because you totally left God out. You're leaving out the whole purpose of the whole union. The whole point of it is divine masculine, divine union. You know what I mean? Divine feminine, excuse me. So you can stop calling that motherfucker divine then at that point. You can at that point. Now you can. Because it's almost like you left God out. You know what I mean? So really to God, it's still divine masculine. But to you, it's almost like you don't need to call him that anymore. You know what I mean? You don't need to call him that. That doesn't change the fact who he is, but you can stop calling him that, right? Because you focused on him too much. So it's not about the divine. It's just about the masculine. So yeah, in that case, I guess for those that are calling, that's not my divine masculine. It's not your divine masculine because you chose to take the divine part out. You're not focused on God. So you're right. I take back everything I said in the beginning. You are absolutely right. But then again, that goes back to what I said. You probably didn't ask God if that was your divine masculine in the first place. Because had you asked him and he said yes, then you wouldn't be arguing back and forth about why he would do some shit. You would just accept God's word that that's what it is. Shit, I just got a tiger with some stripes. I don't know why God gave me this person, but he said yes. That's who it is. That's just what the fuck it is, G. You know what I'm saying? So those stuck on Judas's betrayal, it kind of looks like you want to argue with God about why he would send you this person and why this would go this way. The people who got over Judas's betrayal and going to the ascension, they don't question God. They just accept that that's who he gave them and that's what it is. And thank you for all the tools and everything I learned from that shit. Now I can withstand a bunch of shit. So it's motherfuckers still asking questions and motherfuckers that ain't. Basically, this is the outcome. On top of the Coates microwave card and the Seven of Swords for the person getting over Judas's betrayal and focused on ascension. Yeah, boom. Like I said, number one, they got a better chance of getting back with the with the divine masculine or divine feminine just because they did the work and they can withstand different things. That's number one. If they don't even want that motherfucker back, I feel like they got options, right? Look at all the clothes. I told you, so let's just change clothes. So not only does this person's divine counterpart want to come back to them, person who has ascended past all this shit and Judas's betrayal got over it, not only does their divine counterpart end up still wanting them, but another divine counterpart ends up still wanting them. You know what I mean? And they keep ascending as this divine counterpart. They get the whole shit. They get the whole shebang bang. So the person who stuck on Judas's betrayal, the person who got over it gets exactly what you want because they kept moving. They wasn't waiting on it. It's almost like they didn't even realize how much time had gone by because they start focusing on their fucking self. You know what I'm saying? And we're just thankful that God had put them in a position to be in a situation like that to where their gifts got enhanced. They became more confident in themselves, more patient and all that shit. They got divine gifts out of this union. So the person who ascended past this shit and got over Judas's betrayal, God blessed them with some divine gifts, with armor. He gave them some mad ass knowledge, motherfuckers coming up to him and shit, and only good motherfuckers, other apostles, other disciples, not Judas's, regular disciples and shit. It may be some other Judas disciples. I'm gonna keep it real. Seven of Swords is out here. But guess what? This person got on God's armor, so they're able to withstand any type of heated situation, whether it's the microwave or the fucking tea kettle. If it is a fucking Judas, this person who got over the first Judas's betrayal and was focused on ascension will get over it a fucking again. Seven of Swords with the fucking official person. Period. No weapon form will prosper against this person who has gotten over Judas's betrayal and is focused on ascension. But again, there is someone trying to come to them, another divine counterpart or their divine counterpart. Either way, I feel like they get both. I feel like they can have whoever they want. Hey, girl, you know they can provide whatever you need. Basically, damn, okay. For the person still stuck on Judas's betrayal, the outcome. And this can all be fixed. I'm putting it this way just so you can see what happens. I mean, there's a clear distinction, G. Clear distinction. So figure out where you go, divine feminine, divine masculine, in this journey here. So the person who is stuck on Judas's betrayal, Ray Charles came out. So this is my blind faith card. So it's almost like your outcome is you still question God. Look at him. But how? How, God? If this is my divine, it's the same shit, G. It's the same shit. So some of y'all got to get out of questioning God why he did. You can't, it's like don't ask your parent some shit. When your parent says no, guaranteed whoever is doing this, these are people that have a problem with authority, period. Whoever is over here still questioning Judas's betrayal. You probably have an issue with authority, period. Because, I mean, shit, you can question everybody that you want. But when you still questioning God after he done said yay or nay or maybe someday, but whether it is or not, this is what I want you to do. And you still like, but why would you send him my way? It's almost like I said, shit, no disrespect, but it seems disrespectful to me. It's almost like you trying to think that you deserve better treatment than his son, than Jesus. Basically, for you to keep asking God why he would do this and why he would do that, it's almost like you feel like you deserve better treatment than the Messiah. You know what I'm saying? So that's that single-minded thinking. Get out that shit. Get out that shit. I feel like once you realize that you are no better than Jesus, not even close to him and shit'll start making sense. You know what I mean? Like you'll start feeling deserving of the shit you have already. Like, wow, okay, I see the point. That's the outcome, man. Y'all be careful on the people still stuck on Judas's betrayal. Be careful with that. On the microwave, tea kettle, the armor of the Lord, Seven of Swords, official person for the people who got over Judas's betrayal and focused on ascension. Johnny Cash. So there's two things, right? We got married in a fever. Like I said, couple scenarios here. Either the original divine masculine, divine feminine comes back quick than the motherfucker. They want the motherfucker running. They want to be with your ass. You've ascended. There is nobody better than you. Person who got over Judas's betrayal and has ascended. There is no one better. You have the choice to Randy Jackson that motherfucker. It's going to be a no for me, dog. Or keep him. Shit, it's up to you. If you want to give him the golden ticket to Hollywood or not. Either way, somebody's coming. So you could decide to be with your counterpart, your original one. Person on the side who got over Judas's betrayal and focused on ascension. You could either get with your original divine masculine, divine feminine because you did the work and that motherfucker comes back. Right? Or you can have a brand new counterpart, divine masculine, divine feminine, not your assigned, but a new. So basically a soulmate and y'all get shit popping. But I still know that cash is coming too. That Johnny Cash. So them blessings start to flow. That's why I said, for the person over here who got over Judas's betrayal and is strictly focused on the ascension, they have haters and onlookers and admirers, but it's not for the reason that y'all think. Look at this shit. This motherfucker want to be like them, this Seven of Swords. So if you got Luke Sky Stalkers on the side, you know what I'm saying, and the karmics and all that shit that you dealt with, you know what I'm saying, them motherfuckers looking up to you now for the people who got over Judas's betrayal and are focused on the ascension. Yeah, they don't like you, but they don't like you because you carry the light. It's not that they don't like you because, you know what I'm saying, you was fucking with they man and it was this whole shit. Nah. But guaranteed the person who's still stuck on Judas's betrayal, the people who are stalking you, it's Tatianas who can't get over the fact that you was with they man and you can't get over. It's all that shit. So there's different forms of attention. I know they say publicity, all publicity is good publicity, right? Bad or good publicity is good publicity, but not when it comes to God, G. So you decide who you want to impress in this shit, you know? Who you believe in. It's still the same fucking concept, y'all. Who do you believe in this shit? Because I honestly feel the people still stuck on Judas's betrayal, there's some type of doctrine is what they just said, why you feel this way. So I don't know if it was from another tarot reader, if it's some reading that you have done up on this twin flame shit, or it's just selective ass memory. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, shit, I don't know. I don't listen to a lot of tarot readers, like I said, because I feel like a lot of that shit be bullshit. I feel like they don't feed your soul, period. I feel like tarot should be soul food, really. If you come in here for spiritual, you know what I'm saying, answers, I should feel spiritually fucking fed, right? It's like a fucking fast food restaurant. At least let me taste the shit, right? Feel a little bit better, see if I want to go forward type shit. This is this type of shit on the people who are still stuck on Judas's betrayal. For the people who are not, you are looking for how to better yourself, G, period. That's all the fuck this shit is about. Who loves who more? Do you love yourself more or do you love this fucking divine masculine more? Period. Because really this whole stuck on Judas's betrayal is stemming from love. It is. I feel like Judas probably betrayed Jesus because he probably felt like the dumb motherfucker in the crew, really. You know what I'm saying? Even though he hung out with Jesus a lot, I felt like he was, actually, wasn't he one of Jesus's right-hand man and shit? Jesus the one that whispered in his ear and told him shit. So it was. So that's what it is. It's hurt because you love this person so much. But so the fuck what? That's history. That shit been going on for thousands of fucking years and shit. So now that you know that and shit, what you gonna do about a person stuck on Judas's betrayal? Just be sitting there and all like, damn, Judas betrayed me? Or you gonna get in the fucking pool and start swimming? Oh, well, you know what I'm saying? Judas betrayed me. It's fucked up. The fucked up shit is I still fucking love Judas. Ain't that some shit? But I can't fuck with Judas. You know what I'm saying? I gotta keep moving. Judas will get his karma just like the real Judas did. He hung himself with the 30 pieces of shekel that he tried to give back to the people who crucified Jesus, and they gave it back to him. He went and bought a land. It's called the Field of Blood, and hung himself in that motherfucker. So that's what you waiting on to see? Person still stuck on Judas's betrayal, to see if he gonna suffer, if he gonna hang himself in the Field of Blood. You know what I'm saying? What satisfaction do you get out of that? That's what I'm saying. Figure out where you go. Divine feminine, divine masculine. Okay? I feel like a lot of people needed to hear this shit. And it was bothering me reading them comments and shit. That's the one thing that bothers me and shit. Because I feel like that's a form of judgment, saying it ain't your divine masculine. Because like I told y'all about my sweet 16 party. That's the day I chose. Granted, I was 16. But shit, I never did stop saying I don't want to be in no gang after that shit. Motherfucker could easily be like, well, excuse me. The nun is a false divine feminine. And all that shit. You a false one and all this other shit, right? Excuse me for coughing. I got this new mic and I'm like, damn, that shit loud, bitch. Cover it up. So I tried that time. Hopefully it worked, but same shit. That's why I can't say who's divine and who's not. That's why I always tell you to check with God, because I love guns and shit. I believe in street justice and shit and all kind of other crazy shit. But I know what God told me about myself and my divine masculine, so nobody could ever change my mind about who the fuck I am and where I'm going type shit. It's the same shit. So that's what I'm saying. Be careful who you calling not divine. And when you point, what they say, when you point one finger at yourself, you pointing three back. I mean, one finger at somebody, you pointing three back at yourself. Same shit. I'm sure it's some fake ass shit we all do every day. You know what I'm saying? Every day. Like I said, you go to work and hee ha ha in them bitches' face. You know what I'm saying? Every day. It's y'all still living under y'all mama's roof and shit, when y'all could be out there getting, and daddy's roof, when y'all could be out there going to get your own shit. Who knows what the reason is for? But I could be like, shit, you ain't divine because you still living with your parents or still depending on somebody. See how I'm judging that shit? See how that shit make you feel? And you like, no, but none, it ain't like that. Exactly. That's my whole point. Everybody's different. So be careful on who you calling not divine. Well, if God told you they divine, if God told you that person is your divine masculine, divine feminine, be careful trying to question God on why he decided to make that person divine, and how are they supposed to be divine when they did. Fuck all that. He said it. He said he was, or she was. So that's all that matters, G. Period. Anyway, everyone, that's been Grab Bag Monday. Like I said, it may or may not have resonated with every single person. I really don't give a fuck. When my spiritual messages come out, I don't give a fuck who it resonate with, because those are the ones that God puts on my heart. So, and I tell y'all all the time, that's the only person I'm trying to impress. Not even person. That's all I'm trying to impress, right? So if I got to choose between you liking my video and God, you know what I'm saying, being happy with me, you going to lose every motherfucking time, person watching. Just so you know, I'm going to keep it 100. Anyway, that's been the reading. I hope you guys have a wonderful Monday and a wonderful week. Please hit like, subscribe, share with your friends. Info for private readings will be below the video. I will talk to you later. Love you. Bye.